I'm making sure we are the coaches of these things. There we go. Here we are. Think it should be good.
Week 9, the Tecmo Super Bros season. Houston with a rout of the Bengals as we get into our game of the week, our AFC matchup of the week here between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am Taint Supper joined. No, Wolves and Daisy.
My goodness.
Dick. I'm Dick Region, joined as always by my longtime friend and colleague, Taint Supper. Taint, how are you this afternoon?
I am doing great, and my goodness, I don't know if you were looking at me, thinking of me, you was me, I am you, but we are here together on this week 9, and here we go, the snail kicking off.
Now you're always on my mind, Taint, and I do feel that we're one cohesive unit at times, and here Veal Parmesan Metcalf gets us underway for the Cleveland Browns. 2 4-3 teams here in the AFC Central, Taint. How do you see this one going?
And it's just been quite the battle in the Central, as it always is. We will have to see if the postman and Veal Parm can do anything against this Steelers defense. They got danger zone and can be a danger if they're in the zone.
Yeah, they're tough to go up against this Steelers defense and the postman. My G.
Don't address it.
Well, I'd like to say thank you, my G, for tuning into the tape. Why would we not address it?
Well, I don't know.
Taint, I think it's only kind to address it. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know what you mean by my G.
Well, my goodness, I believe
not the lingo of my generation. Here, the postman under center with split backs is going to give to Veal Parmesan again, who breaks the first tackle, but only picks up 3.
And Veal Parmesan is a tough right runner. Do not let his name deceive you that he is somewhat tender. He is not. It is just one of his favorite foods.
Yeah, as it is one of mine. And Kozar under center drops back again. He's got men open downfield right across the middle. He finds that's Brian can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen across the middle.
And the postman had all kinds of time and maybe a man way downfield, but he just lobbed it over there for the first down and they got it. Here we go. Browns moving the ball.
Yeah, he settled for the man, the sure thing across the middle. Here he's got men running downfield again. The postman taking a shot. It's Kinshin again. And he overshoots him.
And I think he was just excited. He saw so many men wide open. He zinged it down the field, and it just happened to be over the head and take your heat out of the kitchen.
Yeah, sometimes when you see every single one of your receivers wide open downfield, that little bit of an adrenaline boost can give you too much juice, and you can overthrow the guy. Here, he checks down to Veal Parmesan, who's brought down
I don't like that decision there, Dick. I mean, he checked down, but he had some people downfield, some people that was less covered than Veal Parm. I know you want to feed that young man the ball, but sometimes you got to go to the open man.
Yeah, and being aggressive like they were early, it seemed to maybe they would keep that going here. He's got men downfield again. The go route selects for the curl and sneaks it into a tight window to mark Fanny Pack Carrier. What a throw.
And Fanny Pack made quite the snag, and now they do have a decision here at midfield. What do you do? What don't you do? And here they go. They're coming out.
Decision here, and they do bring the offense back out there in the split back, and Kozar's under center, the postman. He gives. That's Tommy Cadillac Vardell, who looked like he had a lane outside, but he cuts it back inside and gets stopped. A big 4th down play.
Well, I'm sure that will be looked back upon at a bad decision, but in the moment, what do you do? It is bold, and they are trying to win the game.
Yeah, that Steelers defense just won the penetration battle there on that. And here the cable guy finds Green over the middle.
That's Campfire
Green. Campfire Green. He picks up 9 3/4 there on first down.
And the cable guy, he had protection. He saw downfield and found Campfire. And let's see what this offense can continue to do with the cable guy.
Under center here, inside the 40 of the Browns, he gives to Bananas Foster, who only needed a little bit. That's good because that's all he got.
There wasn't much room there, but Bananas Foster found it and got the first down. Pittsburgh Steelers, 1st and 10.
From the 35, he gets up the middle to find away Hodge, who's brought down immediately. The Steelers They like to utilize both backs in that balanced running attack there, Taint.
And it looked like perhaps he had some room across to get there, but the man from behind got him. Woo!
Cable Guy gives here on the play fake. Oh, and it is a play fake. And a 9-yard loss on the big-time sack there from Mike Johnson.
And the Cable Guy thought he had time, but he was wrong. No time for him. Now 3rd and long for his offense.
No time left for you. On my way to better things. I think that's one of my favorite songs. 74 that came out here. Cable Guy drops and scrambles, tries to pick it up himself. He had a long way to go, and he got nowhere.
And that offensive line got pancaked. My goodness, this is not going to be good for the net yardage for that punter. But good on Cable Guy for getting out of the pocket and getting some yardage before he was able to get taken down by those defenders.
Let's see if Penny Slot Royals can pin him deep. No, he boots it through the end zone. It'll be a touchback for the Browns.
Man, he only gets about a net 23 out of that, so he will be frustrated coming off the sideline, and he is just stomping his feet as he goes across into the bench area. My goodness, old Penny Slot.
Yeah, and that can be a rough go. Yes, punters, sometimes the stats don't quite indicate how good or valuable of a punter they are because of things like that. And here, Cadillac Vardell gets nowhere on first down.
I don't know what this young man is doing. I understand that he is built like an armadillo and does want to initiate contact, but when there's space to be taken, you got to take that space in here.
And here over the middle, it's Fanny Pack for a big first down. And you're right, Cadillac Vardell does not seem to be finding the seams, but here, the postman finds Fanny Pack.
The postman is just slinging the ball today, and so far I think that's 2 for Fanny Pack, and everyone else only got 1.
Yeah, the Steelers really keeping control of that Browns rush game, but here they've had men open downfield in the pass game. This one misses.
And now maybe he just forcing it a little bit too much to Fanny Pack. Seemed like he maybe had a few people open there downfield there, Dick, and he just threw it again to a covered man.
Yeah, sometimes as a quarterback, you just don't quite come off that first read. You want to throw it here. He's got everyone open downfield. Who's he choose to go to? That's Jackson down the sidelines, wide open, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10. Can he get there? No, he's caught. But what a play there by the Browns.
And that is Michael, I'm a football player, Jackson, not to be confused with anyone else. What a catch and throw from the postman, Michael.
Yeah, what a pitch and catch there. Beautiful spiral. There was not a defender within 30 yards of him when he caught it. They did great to catch up to him. And here, from the gun, postman dips it off. Misses the back out of the backfield.
And it looked like he maybe had a man at the goal line that was open. He chose not to throw it, and here we go, 2nd and goal.
Here he gives. It's Veal Parmesan who's grabbed immediately, and that run game still subdued by that Steelers front 7.
And that's what's going to have to happen now. This Steelers defense, they're going to have to stand up and put a stop to it. And if not, it's Cleveland offense and the postman might be able to take the lead and take control of the game.
Let's see what they do in the red zone here on 3rd down. Postman steps up. He's fighting for yardage. He's brought down for a 3-yard loss and a big-time sack by Brian Hinkle.
And here we go, another 4th down, a decision to be made, a field goal. Let's see if they can get some points and salvage this drive.
Here, the hold's good. Is the kick? No, it's
oh my! Oh no!
Right, that's Matt Pringle's can Stover. A big time miss that could come back to haunt the Browns.
And that's just unfortunate. You have to suspect when you're that close on the field that those are automatic points. And with the Browns not getting the momentum back on the Steelers, here we go. Cable Guy finds a way.
Cable Guy from the gun does find a way out of the backfield. He likes to find Merrill Hodge in that short passing game, doesn't he? His backs can do it all.
Well, with those men coming out of the backfield, there's usually a mismatch. If it's a pass defense, there's a nickel back on a runner, and that just doesn't work.
Here, from the gun again, Cable Guy taking a shot downfield, looking for Graham, who's going to go up and get it. Jeff Guacamole Graham with a big-time play for the Steelers.
And what a throw there from the cable guy to Guacamole. He went up and got that one on a couple step ladder, it looked like.
Yeah, wow, I thought that was overthrown for sure, maybe even falling into the hands of the defender, but no. Graham climbs the ladder and grabs it. O'Donnell here, the toss to find a way, who scampers for a good 4-yard gain as the clock ticks away here in the second half. Surprised they went to the ground, Taint?
And well, cable guy can drop that ball in anywhere. And yes, this clock management is maybe confusing with just a few ticks left. If this isn't managed right, this is the last play of the half.
Just inside the 30, the ball, fumble. Cable guy coughs it up with green pastures ahead. Burnett, and he's going to get caught quickly as we go into halftime.
And my goodness, what a slobber knocker between these two. We've had 4th down plays, 4th down punts, 4th down missed field goals. There's just nothing doing for anyone right now. Oh, cable guy shooting at 100%, but that is just on a few passes, and postman not far behind him in the yardage, but just not completing as many.
Let's take a look here.
Let's take a look at those first half highlights, Dick.
Yeah, we got Kevin dialing.
You gotta hit the button. God, hey, Kevin.
Kevin, send it, Kevin. Decision here, and they do bring the offense back out there in the split back, and Kozar's under center, the postman. He gives. That's Tommy Cadillac Vardell, who looked like he had a lane outside, but he cuts it back inside. It gets stopped. A big 4th down play.
To a covered man.
Yeah, sometimes as a quarterback, you just don't quite come off that first read. You want to throw it here. He's got everyone open downfield. Who's he choose to go to? That's Jackson down the sidelines, wide open to 30, the 20, the 15, the 10. Can he get there? No, he's caught. But what a play there by the Browns.
We go another 4th down, a decision to be made, a field.
It's a little behind the scenes look at Kevin trying to figure out the new system. We got a new system installed recently. We thought maybe the viewers
look
at how the business operates, how the production team gets it done here at Tecmo Super Bros.
Oh, that's why. It has to remain maximized. It has to remain maximized.
Well done. He's figured it out, and now it's is it running?
We are
looking
good.
for Graham, who's going to go up and get it. Jeff Guacamole Graham with a big time play for the Steelers.
Confusing with just a few ticks left. If this isn't managed right, this is the last play of the half.
Just inside the 30, the ball, fumble. Cable guy coughs it up with green pastures ahead. Burnett, and he's going to get caught quickly as we go into halftime.
Okay. Well, Dick, and just what a set of highlights those were. Thank you, Kevin, for all your hard work. It's good to see you finally doing something.
Back to a rather uneventful contest here between these AFC Central foes, both vying for a wild card spot or even maybe hoping to catch Houston, who's at the top of the division. What do you think the coaches were saying at halftime, Taint?
Well, they are just saying to stay feisty, stay competitive, don't get confused. It is going to be a battle. And here we go, cable guy giving the bananas.
Cable to Bananas. Foster around the outside picks up 7. You got to sit down with Bananas Foster and talk to him this week. Surprisingly enough, he's a big hunter, isn't he, Taint?
Well, he just took me out to his ranch a few weeks ago on the bye week, and we just had a delightful time. We was out at sunup hunting deer. Didn't find one. I showed him we caught a few squirrels. I showed him how to prepare those, and then for dessert, as always, he whipped up some Bananas Foster, and it was delicious.
I'm sure that was a great time. It's always nice to get to know these players on that level and get to see that they're just human beings as well. And here he picks up a first down for the Steelers as they look to get a drive going early in the second half. And here the cable guy coughs another one up. A fumble in the backfield. Brandon takes it down to the 1, almost scores. What a play for the Browns.
And my goodness, that is the second fumble and almost as many plays for the cable guy. They have to get this offensive line blocking situation figured out.
Wonder what his hand size measured in at the combine at. And here, Bill Parmesan stopped right at the goal line. The Steelers defense holding strong, Taint.
And this defense has just had so many and goal plays that have not been successful from the Browns. But here at the 1, you just have to imagine sooner or later it's going to cross.
And Browns been to the red zone already once, and here they do punch it in over the top, over the pile. Eric Bill Parmesan Metcalf for 6.
And he got the leap and got the jump. And I do feel bad about hunting those squirrels because apparently they were out of season and on the ranch someone did see us. And he had to pay a small fine.
I was going to say, I thought I remembered some citations being involved with that trip, although it did sound like a really, really good time. And here, danger zone, being dangerous as always on special teams. He's beyond Stover, no one behind him, but they catch him. What a kick return there from Rod Danger Zone Woodson.
And my goodness, he was zigging and zagging, and then he had been burned up his quad so much that was able to get caught from behind like a hog in the mud trying to get away from the gator at the pond's edge. And here we go, find a way.
Now Hodge for a big run on first down. You think they stick to that run game a little bit more since they've had a couple sack fumbles go the other team's way in the past couple drives, Taint?
Well, they have definitely got to do something, and run success would put the defense off balance and maybe just cause that pass rush to be a little bit slower.
Here, Cable Guy gives us the same play, and it seems like the Browns had it figured out. He fumbles. That's the third fumble in a row for the Steelers. Barnett, he's got to 40, the 30. Can he make it past Merrill Hodge? No! Finds a way to bring him down. My goodness, Taint.
And wow! Maybe we should take another look at that one, Dick. Just to see what had happened there. My goodness, the ball, the Steelers cable guy thinks it's safe, but after the fumble, here we go, Barnett, but just Hodge doing a good play, and it hits him really hard from behind. He's lucky it didn't hurt that young man. There's nothing you have to do.
Really?
Wait, yeah, no, you're right. You good.
I thought so. I always remember that button happened to be hit. But yeah, how about that heart and determination there by find a way to bring him down. The Steelers, though, they've got to stop turning over the ball.
And that is 3 turnovers since about 1 minute remaining in the second.
Here under pressure is the postman. Sorry to cut you off, Taint, but sacked by Greg Lloyd. Pushes back.
That's Greg Grizzly Bear Lloyd. Not only is he fond of grizzly bears, he also has one as a pet in Alaska when he has a farm.
Roscoe, I believe, is the grizzly bear.
It is. You've seen the pictures in his locker, and here we go. Oh, no.
Oh, and in the face of the postman again is the entire Steelers defense. Donald Evans is going to get credit for the sack there. Seems like they're fired up to bail the offense out here, Taint.
And this defense knows they have to take over and make something happen because the offense just keeps losing the ball.
And it seems like the Browns, maybe they worked on stripping the ball in practice this week. The postman hasn't been open deep. It's Jackson taking a shot. No, I'm a football player. Gets in there for 6.
And that's gonna put 2 scores on the board with just a little bit left in this third quarter. And something special gonna have to happen here for the Steelers if they're gonna get back in this game.
This would be some huge ground gain on the Steelers in the AFC Central battle here if the Browns are able to hold it together and finish this game, Taint.
And let's see if Danger Zone can just do as good position as he did last time, but no, they got him really quickly.
The return team does their job here, and let's see how Michael know I'm a football player. Jackson got behind the defense on that touchdown, Taint.
Well, it's just as you see, maybe a short zone. They come up on the short back, and somehow Postman gets the ball off to a wide open. No, I'm a football player.
Just a broken coverage, and the Postman had the wherewithal and the awareness to find him and put the ball on target. Now the Steelers needing a scoring drive here as we near the fourth quarter. Cable guy under center gives. No, it's a play fake, and he's got a man downfield. Can he get the ball off?
Oh, my.
Oh, nearly intercepted there.
He did not go to the deep man. I don't know if he saw him, but his receiver did have a step. What a leap and play by that Browns defender.
Yeah, well defended there. It did look like he had a shot deep if he wanted to take it. Elected for the check down, and here doesn't have enough time to get it off before MD, the doctor, Perry, gets in there and brings him down as we roll into the fourth quarter here. 14-0, the Browns.
My goodness, just nothing going for this Pittsburgh offense.
Browns have suffocated them, causing 3 turnovers, 0 points against so far here. Steelers front holds up. He checks it down, though, to Bananas Foster, and another fumble. Every single Steelers offensive player trying to fumble the ball. My goodness, Taint.
And I know the fumble is not what you want to see, but they jumped on Bananas Foster like he was a goober fly and they was a pack of hornets.
You know, I'm starting to worry that maybe there's foul play going on. One of these officials greasing the ball on this when the Steelers are on offense, because this is uncanny, Taint.
It is quite something to see all these fumbles on one side, but maybe they just caught the fumbleitis. Once one guy does it, everyone kind of does it.
It can run through a team just like chlamydia can do. And here, a whole way across the field, Postman finds Carrier. Fanny Pack's been his favorite target so far today, Taint.
And he's just been able to find receivers open at different times at the right time, and here we go from the 5.
Under center, split back. They go to the air again, and here, across the center, he misses everybody.
And I think there were about 3 receivers that just looked at each other and kind of said, was that to me? Because it was just about between them all.
Yeah, it seemed like he was a little bit indecisive there. Threw it in between everybody here. Postman's going to give to Veal Parmesan, trying to get the edge and can't do it.
This Steelers defense has been great against the run and has stopped so many plays here inside the 10. It's just been unfortunate. There have been too many plays inside the 10.
Yeah, Browns have spent a lot of time in the Steelers' red zone. And here the give up the middle to Cadillac Vardell, who finds the seam this time, finds the end zone, and closes this game out for the Cleveland Browns.
And he just did a quick bounce into some contact like he likes to do, but then just squirted out, and he had home free into the end zone.
A well-blocked, well-designed play. They ran it earlier, but Cadillac didn't see the gap. This time he does, and it gets them 6 points and a 5-3 record here going into the midpoint of the season.
And here with just about 3 minutes remaining, down by 3 scores, this Steelers offense is just going to have to come out and try to build something for next week. I don't know what else there is to do at this point.
I just want to come out and hold on to the ball, I think, at least. Go a whole drive without fumbling would be a victory at this point. It's been a disaster for the Steelers, and here under pressure, the cable guy brought down way in the backfield. That's Johnson's second.
And that is just nothing this offensive line is doing. I think they need to put some tight ends chipping, some running backs chipping, and just getting the ball out as quick as possible.
Yeah, no one is protecting the cable guy right now. Here he's backed up into his end zone. Throws an interception on his own doorstep, looking for a check down, ill-advised. Wow, it can't get any worse for the Steelers.
I am just not sure what the cable guy is looking at. That man was covered. He had open receiver downfield, and that's just what's happened to this team so far. And here we go, stuffed on first down on the Browns.
Yeah, the defense of the Steelers still playing with heart. Probably a little bit angry at the situations that their offense has put them in today, Taint.
I would not want to be talking to Greg Grizzly Bear Lloyd in the locker room after this game, that's for certain.
Yeah, I mean, his pet's not the only reason he has a nickname.
My goodness.
Oh, wow, another stand right at the goal line there. Give props to the Steelers' defense. They've been met with turnovers, leaving them battling, holding against the, being in their red zone, backed up. Rather, and they've held about as best as you can ask them to, Taint.
There have to be about 20 plays for this Browns offense inside the 10. This has basically been a practice field for them.
Steelers can't get pressure here. Kosar's gone all day. Can he deliver on target? No. underthrows his man. It's 4th and 1.
And here we go. Field goal unit coming on, just adding points to the total. And maybe some redemption for this kicker. He can actually make one.
Yes, Stover, Matt Pringles can Stover will be happy to get out and get his confidence back after missing that first short kick that he missed earlier. At least it didn't come back to haunt him as we thought it may at that point.
Well, it did seem like the momentum could have swung at that point, but if it did, it didn't swing enough. And here, just with a little bit of time remaining, the Steelers come out, but their heads are hanging low. I hope he'll turn the ball over again.
It's been a rough day for them. They've coughed it up 4 times. Other than that, here, Bananas Foster doing the best he can. Breaks into the secondary, shakes off the safety. He's running hard down the sidelines. That's the biggest play of the day for the Steelers there, Taint.
And that'll get them some confidence. There was some good blocking there, but, you know, as they say, too little, too late.
Yeah, let's see if they can get on the board. You know, save a little face. You don't like to be shut out ever in the NFL. Cable guy drops back. He's under pressure. Gets it away. Checks it down. Falls incomplete. Looks like he was looking for Merrill Hodge.
And it just looked like he was trying to save his life getting rid of the ball so he didn't have to get hit.
Yeah, he's under duress quickly. Straight through the A-gap came the defender right up the gut. Here out of the gun. He's pressured immediately. Brought down in the backfield. David Brandon with a sack.
And that'll just about be it. Just about do it. I'm surprised to see them coming out still. Oh, the danger of someone getting hurt. Another turnover, another player knocked down, and that one directly thrown to a defender. And how can you face your teammates in the locker room after this one as Cable Guy and some offensive players with the amount of turnovers allowed? My goodness, it could have been more.
5 turnovers by the Steelers offense leads to 24 unanswered second half points from the Cleveland Browns. Huge disappointment for the Pittsburgh Steelers and a big time victory for Cleveland Browns here in Week 9 of the Tecmo
And
Super
Kevin,
Bowls.
I believe, is compiling the second half highlights for us so that we can look at them. But look at that, 10 runs for Cleveland, totaling about 1 yard, and that is just thanks to probably that goal line defense of the Steelers. My goodness.
What did I just hit in the second half?
I was going to say, I thought I remembered some citations being involved with that trip, although it did sound like a really, really good time in here. Danger zone, being dangerous as always on special teams. He's beyond Stover, no one behind him, but they catch him. What a kick return there from Rod Danger Zone Woodson. Here, Cable Guy gives us the same play, and it seems like the Browns had it figured out. He fumbles. That's the 3rd fumble in a row for the Steelers. Barnett, he's got the 40, the 30. Can he make it past Merrill Hodge? No. Finds a way to bring him down. My goodness, Taint.
Happened because the offense just keeps losing the ball.
And it seems like the Browns, maybe they worked on stripping the ball in practice this week. The postman hasn't been open deep. It's Jackson taking a shot. No, I'm a football player. Gets in there for 6.
Nothing going for this Pittsburgh offense.
Browns really have suffocated them, causing 3 turnovers, 0 points against so far here. Steelers front holds up. He checks it down, though, to Bananas Foster. And another fumble. Every single Steelers offensive player trying to fumble the ball. My goodness, Taint.
And there have been too many plays inside the 10.
Yeah, Browns have spent a lot of time in the Steelers red zone. And here they give up the middle to Cadillac Vardell, who finds the seam this time, finds the end zone, and closes this game out for the Cleveland Browns.
Offensive line is doing. I think they need to put some tight ends chipping, some running backs chipping, and just getting the ball out as quick as possible.
Yeah, no one is protecting the Cable Guy right now. Here he's backed up into his end zone. Throws an interception on his own doorstep, looking for a check down, ill-advised. Wow, it can't get any worse for the Steelers. Just human beings as well. And here he picks up a first down for the Steelers as they look to get a drive going early in the second half. And here the Cable Guy coughs another one up. A fumble in the backfield. Brandon takes it down to the 1, almost scores. What a play for the Browns. At the goal line, the Steelers defense holding strong, Taint.
And this defense has just had so many and goal plays that have not been successful from the Browns, but here at the one, you just have to imagine sooner or later it's going to cross.
And Browns been to the red zone already once, and here they do punch it in over the top, over the pile. Eric Veal Parmesan Metcalf for 6.
And a big NFC matchup today. I'm Steve Wingels.
Do my stat sheet in front of me?
With my partner here who doesn't have a stat sheet. Thank you, Kevin. Here is me and I'm messed up, Kevin. Beau Hammerton.
That's my fault.
How are you doing today, Hammer?
I'm doing all right. Been asking for a stat sheet for weeks and don't have one, but that's all right. That's all right. Someday a boy can dream. But today, I am excited to see this East-West battle between Philly and the Niners. Here we go, Wingo.
And you know what? I think it's going to happen today. Mike Speedboat Coffer kicking the Sikahima. Once we learn that young man's first name, he's going to get a nickname.
Yeah, someday, Sikahima, he'll earn one. He puts one of those returns down where we just can't afford not to give him a nickname. It'll happen.
And here, what a matchup we have today, Hammer, with the Corn Cob kind of facing off against the Watchmaker. Both mobile quarterbacks, both can sling the ball, both atop the NFC playoff race there, too, Hammer.
Yeah, both these guys can light you up in multiple ways. With their feet, with their arms, with their brains. They're smart quarterbacks. They're great athletes. And these are two high-powered offenses that could go a long way into the playoffs this year.
And Randall Corncob Cunningham makes a step, and he's off to the races across the 40 with a blocker across midfield. Wow, did he use his blocker. Amazing there, Hammer.
Wow, what a play, Wingo. Corncob, just like that, can turn on the Jets and get into the secondary before you even realize he's tucked the ball and running. That's just how quick he is.
His first 3 steps are so fast. My goodness. And here he hands it off. Who is that? That is Herschel Horseshoe Walker on the bottom, who will get 5 yards.
Herschel Walker, he was one of the greatest college running backs ever, and he's a great He's great back for the Eagles offense. He does what they need him to do. He catches balls. He runs hard. There he picks up 5.
Absolute unit of a man. And here's Corncob, 2 men wide, 2 back, and he hands off. Is that Horseshoe? No, that is... Who is that? Heath past the Salt Sherman, who will get tackled for no yards, and it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and with those 2 backs and Randall Corncob Cunningham capable of running, designed or on a broken play at any point, this is a dangerous running team as well. They're dangerous through the air. They're dangerous on the ground.
And here at 3rd and 5, what will Corncob do? He is under pressure. The defense fell, but somehow he gets it away to pass the Salt. My goodness, what a play, Hammer.
What a throw. What a quick release there from Corncob. And what a great job by Pass the Salt to realize the blitz and the pressure are coming and to turn and give his quarterback a target to hit.
It looked like he just cut off his route and the ball was right in his lap before he knew it was going. Here, Corncob, he has men downfield. He will throw it short to...
Oh, no.
No, that is intercepted. My goodness. No, that is not good for the Corncob, Hammer.
No, it's a risky throw there into coverage. Looked like he might have had one other guy he could have gone to that had broken free from his defender. Tried to fit it into a tight window, and this 49ers team, it's a complete team, right? This defense will make you pay just like the offense.
And here, the watchmaker hands it off to Cookie Dough across the bottom for a quick 7-yard gain.
Yeah, Ricky Waters, I mean, always one of the more dangerous and elite backs in the league. And he's just one of the pieces of this incredible 49ers offense.
And another piece is the watchmaker under center, and here he is dropping back, has time, has men open, will drop it off for some reason, and then the Cookie Dough is tackled quickly, Hammer.
Yeah, just playing it conservative here out of the gates, doesn't want to take a shot. He doesn't think it's guaranteed, seemed kind of guaranteed. He had some wide open guys down the field. Elected to dump it to Cookie Dough.
And here from the shotgun, we know this play is dangerous. It's run or pass, and it is pass today for the watchmaker, who will again check it down to Cookie Dough for barely a 1st down.
Yeah, risky throw there into coverage again. Cookie Dough looking like the offensive coordinator wants to get him involved in many ways early.
And it looks like they have this defense off balance so far. Here's the watchmaker, but no, they jump it this time and will get him quickly behind the line.
Yeah, that's just a good job. They know the 49ers will come out in that same shotgun formation to run a few different plays, a pass play, that run play there with watchmaker, and here they knew what was coming. And they sniffed it out.
And watchmaker was several men wide. He looks for the goat across the middle and for a quick 6-yard throw and catch, Hammer.
He's told me many times I've talked to the watchmaker. He says the post route is his favorite route to throw with Jerry Billy Goat Rice. I mean, he just hits the seam so quickly. And Steve Young just loves to make that throw.
Well, with the post route and the intricacies of the defensive movement, sometimes I can understand how it may look like the gears of a clock for the watchmaker. And here, dropping back, he quickly gets the ball off, takes a hit, Paul's blocked, and will fall incomplete.
Great job by the watchmaker to get that ball out, but an even better play by that defender to reach up and swat it before, because I think I was going to find looked like Cookie Dough again, who was looking for
it did off to the flat there, and here on 4th down, the kick is Klaus Pepper Grinder Wilmsley, and my goodness, what a name. Sikahima takes it at the 5 and will get tackled at the 10.
A beautiful punt there by Pepper Grinder Wilmsmeyer. Boom. Great leg, great punter, great nickname.
You think he's German?
I know he's German, actually.
Oh, that's right. He was a teammate of yours, Hammer. I forgot about that. And you were always close with the punters. Do you have any remembrances or stories of that young man?
Well, I was on the team his very first year as Corncob misses deep on the go route here. But Wilmsmeyer Pepper Grinder came into the league. He had a German flag in the back of his BMW that he bought on day 1 with his signing bonus, which was not much of a punter. I really don't know how he afforded it. But he was a great guy, great teammate, and when you needed the team backed up or pinned deep, he would get the job done.
And my goodness, Hammer, your travels of the NFL and the people you know, the friends you've made, the enemies you've destroyed are always good to hear about. And here, Corncob in third and long from the shotgun. He has some time. Will he throw it to the open man? He does, but it's shortened behind him. And Fred Pickled Egg Barnett will not be able to make that catch. And here comes the punt team, Hammer.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a little bit underthrown there, looking for Pickled Egg. This Eagles offense not quite clicking just yet.
And here, that is Jeff Tweedybird Feagles on the kick to Don Socket Wrench Griffin on the return, who will catch it at his 35 and make about a 9-yard gain.
He made a nice little move to make that first man miss for a second, but good punt coverage there. And each of these teams, pretty solid all year so far in all three facets of the game. Going to be interesting to see which one can break through first and how it happens.
Perhaps these defenses are so good against a running quarterback because that's what they see every day in practice. And here we go, a throw from the Watchmaker to Mud Pit. My goodness, what a timing route there, Hammer.
I mean, what a spoil of riches. Is that what it is when you have too many weapons to use? I mean, it's the Watchmaker, he's got Mud Pit Taylor on one side, Billy Goat and Jerry Rice on the other. I mean, guy's got weapons all over the place.
And here, he hands off to Cookie Dough on the bottom, who will make two men miss, and that's a 9-yard gain. And maybe we're starting to see the chinks in this Philadelphia Eagles defense, Hammer.
I mean, I think sometimes it's just the balance and the poetry that is this 49ers offense that they run out there. That West Coast offense mixed with their run game is just difficult to deal with.
And here's the Watchmaker from the shotgun, has time, has men downfield, and that'll be the first time Drillbit touches the ball, and he will get to the 20-yard line.
Drillbit Rathman out of the backfield lines up as the fullback in the shotgun. Well, that doesn't make sense.
He was a single back that time in the shotgun, Hammer.
In the shotgun, but he can run around and he can catch. And when he gets his hands on the ball, you know he's going to be tough to bring down. I love a player like that.
And here from the 20 is the Watchmaker, 2 men wide, 2 men back, and he hands. No, it's a rollout. He has man open, and he's going to preach it down and take it himself. He makes 1 man miss, and it gets across the 10 for a first down.
You hold your breath as a defensive coordinator when Watchmaker tucks it and runs because he can hurt you. He can get in the end zone. But you hold your breath as his offensive coordinator because you're worried he's going to get hurt. Just get down, Watchmaker.
And here we go. 30 ticks left. It seems like a lot, but a dangerously low amount of time. And now the offense is going to have to make some decisions, Hammer.
Yeah, they get this play call off quickly. Let's see, though. This could be the last one, depending on how
and the Watchmaker calls his own number. The defense is ready, and time is ticking, and you would think maybe they would have took a timeout and done a field goal, Hammer, but here the offense comes back out.
Yeah. Field goal would have been a good consideration, but this offense, they just aren't play aggressive. They're 6-1 because they've been going for it in times like these. They have faith in their offense out there.
And here's the Watchmaker. As time expires, he lets it go up top. He finds him. No, that's Mud Pit. Touchdown 49ers. My goodness, time has expired in the half.
Wingo, what did I tell you? They've got confidence in this offense, and that is why when you've got Watchmaker under helm, making the decisions and making the throws, if you feel confident in every situation, it pays off for them there. Going into halftime, 7-0.
And Speedboat does hit the upright, but it continues to go through, and that will make it 7-0. This tightly contested game. Philly got the ball first. We'll be kicking it off for the second half, so a big swing for the 49ers scoring there, Hammer.
Yeah, Philly, they came out with a couple big plays. Randall Corncob, Cunningham with the run up the gut. They were moving the ball well, but it just kind of fizzled out. And here, the NFC frontrunners, San Francisco 49ers, showing you why they're 6-1 this year. Balanced attack, aggressive play calling, and that's why they lead 7-0.
And while there wasn't many highlights because Kevin didn't do much, there are a few, and let's take a look, Hammer.
They just aren't play aggressive. They're 6-1 because they've been going for it in times like these. They have faith in their offense out there.
And here's the Watchmaker. As time expires, he lets it go up top. He finds him. No, that's Mud Pit. Touchdown 49ers. My goodness, time has expired in the half. Just cut off his route, and the ball was right in his lap before he knew what was going. Here, Corncob, he has men downfield. He will throw it short to...
Oh, no.
No, that is intercepted. My goodness. No, that is not good for the Corncob Hammer.
No, it's...
And that is the first half, Hammer. Heading to the second half, the Eagles and Roger Muzzleloader Ruzick will be kicking off to Mark Moonlight Logan, who will take it for a touchback in the end zone. On out will trot the Watchmaker to the 20. What would you tell your team if you're the 49ers at halftime here, Hammer?
49ers, coach of 49ers went in and said, more of the same, boys. Keep it up. I like the balanced attack. I like taking the shots that we're taking. It seems like we're controlling the tempo and pace of this game. Just keep on rolling.
And the Watchmaker with 2 men wide, he's going to throw it. Men are covered. He throws to one of them. That's the Beau, and he will dive, and no, it'll be intercepted. Who is that? I don't know. 1st and 10. Eagles.
Maybe Eagles on the other side of the button would have been better later. But hey, you know...
Well, hey, Kevin needs to get better.
Interception there, though, to start this second half. That is exactly what these Eagles needed, and that's what their coach was saying. Let's go out, let's make a big play, and get this ball back.
And here comes Corncob. He's under center this time, and he hands off, and the defense will see that one a mile away, Hammer. And that'll be 2nd and long.
Yeah, they had the scouting report on that play and figured it out because they were in the backfield in a hurry. Big time loss there. 2nd and 16 pushes them inside their own 45.
And that's not what you want on your first play of the second half. And here from the shotgun, Corncob has some men downfield. He will hold the ball forever and then throw it to the short man, and it will fall incomplete.
Yeah, he almost waited too long there and almost fitted into that tight window in the middle of the field. He really trusts his arm strength, and sometimes he can really zip it in there.
Looked like he had men downfield on that one. Let's see what they do. 3rd and 16. Here comes the defense. He finds who is that. That is Calvin Microwave Williams across midfield, but it will not be enough. 4th and 5.
What a catch by Microwave in traffic there, hearing footsteps, knows you're going to take a hit, and what a throw by Corncob.
And here the punt from Tweety Bird might have been just a little bit too much, and it will go crossing into the end zone and actually through the uprights, Hammer. My goodness.
Yeah, you have Tweety Bird Feagles. He's got a big leg, and sometimes those big leg punters have trouble controlling it when they need that coffin corner punt.
And if this game is a battle of field position, that becomes even more important. And here the Watchmaker with 3 wide, another man in motion, dropping back, throwing to Billy Goat, but it will fall incomplete.
Yeah, they don't come out afraid after that interception on the last drive. They come out ready to zing it again as the Watchmaker takes a shot.
And here we go for this 49ers offense. A big 2nd down from their 20. Up the middle is Cookie Dough, and he'll be stopped for a 1-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 8, Hammer.
Yeah, they go back to that ground game, and it just doesn't do anything for them. Up the middle hasn't been working for them. Those off-tackle plays, those outside plays have worked for them in the run game.
And dropping back, having time as the Watchmaker. He is a man up top, but he will throw it down low, and it will fall incomplete, and they will have to kick it, Hammer, leaving the door open for Corncob and this Eagles offense.
Yeah, so far it's just a battle of territory here in the second half, just trying to switch fields here. Now it's a pretty good punt from Wilmsmeyer.
What a kick. What a change of field position with the Pepper Grinders kick. Wow. And what will the Corncob and the Eagles offense do here, Hammer?
You know, I gotta expect they're gonna come out and throw the ball here. They like to put the ball in Corncob's hands. He's the leader of this team. He gets the job done for them more often than not. Here, that's what they do, but it's a run.
And here he calls his own number. He does have some space. He will get a quick 10 yards, and that's just what they need. Hammer is quickly moving the ball downfield in bunches and big chunks of yardage.
Yeah, the time, you know, it slips away quickly on you here in the second half of Tecmo Super Bros, and they need to move quickly and tie this game up if they want to make sure that the 49ers don't put it away.
Well, as they say, Hammer, time keeps slipping into the future, and somehow Corncob slips out of that sack and completes a pass 1st and 10 to the crockpot Maurice Johnson.
I'm a big Jefferson Airplane fan, so it goes.
Is that what that is? Okay, I was trying to think who that was. It was in my brain. It was ready to come out.
Steve Miller Band. I was hoping you would know that so that my joke would hit, but you didn't know that.
I did not.
Miller Band.
And here another, it seems like the defense is keying on that handoff to Cookie Dough every time, Hammer. Horseshoe. Sorry, Cookie Dough is on the other team.
Yeah. And you know, these two defenses have come to play here in the second half so far with the big turnover by the Eagles and now the 49ers, you know, holding strong after that big-time punt from Wilmsmeyer.
And here comes Corncob, and this one is a pass, but everyone is covered, and he finds Horseshoe is open, and he will be almost to the 50-yard line, 3rd and short. Here we go, Eagles, Hammer.
Big pickup there. Beautiful throw. Beautiful patience there from Corncob as they come out in the gun here just on their side of 50.
And did he call his own number? No, it's the pass, and he has men open, he has men downfield, and he finds someone that is close to a defender, and it will fall incomplete.
Looks like maybe that defense thought it was going to be that run because they did not have too many of those receivers covered. Looked like it was a kind of a sellout blitz there, and worked out for them.
And my goodness, 4th and 1, on comes the offense. What are they doing? Shotgun with Corncob, 4 men wide. Let's see if this works out for him, Hammer. And he has men open. He has time.
Does he see him? Does he
throw the ball? He throws the ball. And it is going to the short man again. Why, Hammer? Why would he do that?
I don't know what these quarterbacks are doing or why they're making these decisions to not throw the ball downfield when they've got men open.
It looked like there were 4 other receivers farther downfield that were open on that play, Hammer. And my goodness, and here comes the watchmaker, and he says, watch me make this one happen. Finds Corncob, not Corncob, Cookie Dough, who was open. And now with this short field, that might have been the game for the Eagles.
Yeah, 49ers may just be able to put this one away here. I mean, they can wind the clock for sure, and can they punch one in to seal the deal? Let's see.
And the watchmaker puts a man in motion. He hands off. Who is that?
That shouldn't
be the watchmaker still.
It said it was, though. That should have
been. What a run from that young man.
Not quite sure who had the ball there. I think it was designed to go to Rathman, but
it looked like
maybe the watchmaker saw something and pulled it back and ran it himself. Here he's under center. Oh.
And here the defense keys on the snap count, and watchmaker will be sacked at the 35, and maybe is there a little bit of hope left, Hammer?
You know, I mean, if this Eagles defense can hold here, big 3rd down play, they get this stop. There's a chance. With Corncob as your quarterback and that high-powered offense, there's always a chance.
And here comes the watchmaker, and he will hand it off. No rolling out, and he has Mud Pit downfield, and he will find Billy Goat, who catches it anyway for the first down, and that might be it, Hammer.
And he missed a chance to really put the nail in the coffin downfield to Mud Pit, but he fits it in a tight window to Billy Goat Rice. I think that will just about do it for the Eagles here.
And out comes the watchmaker in a shotgun. It's that play, and yes, it's the one. He calls his own number from the 20. He has 1 blocker, 2 blocker. He makes a 1-man miss, and my goodness, Hammer, 1 more break tackle, and he was in there for the score.
Yeah, you know, he's no slouch when it comes to running the ball either. You know, it's not as primary of a part of the game as it is with Randall Corncob Cunningham, but, I mean, watchmaker can scoot. He can hurt you.
And with 2 minutes left, 1st and goal for the watchmaker inside the 10. He will hand this one off to Cookie Dough, who makes a man miss. No, the defender gets him still at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Cookie Dough couldn't just quite break through that second line defense, made 1-man miss. Can they punch it in?
And a man in motion, and here's the handoff. Rathman this time. He does not punch it in. The clock continues to tick. We see a rare timeout here from the defense, Hammer. My goodness, they are pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to. They've got to stop the clock, and they've got to get the ball back. They've got to force a turnover if they can.
And here, maybe you expected the run. He runs anyway, but he throws it, and he will find Cookie Dough, and that defender kind of took a step up and The watchmaker took advantage of it, Hammer.
Yeah, he can do that to you when when his legs are a threat and he can run on you. I thought he was going to scoot into the end zone, and guess what? So did that linebacker. He came up, and just when he did, boom, tossed it right over top of him to an open cookie dough. Beautiful play.
And my goodness, this week 9 of Tecmo's Super Bros has been full of defensive plays. Just close games until the very end, and this one's the same, Hammer. With 2 scores left, it just seems like there is not enough time for this Eagles offense to overcome it.
Yeah, it's been pretty incredible. I mean, we've had 2 games. We've got the game we called today and the games our colleagues, Dick and Taint, called recently that went into halftime 0-0 and then have ended now a combined 38-0.
And that is amazing. Just all those points and all those late points, a lot of them in the fourth quarter, Hammer.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride to watch and to commentate for as Corncob takes off here.
My goodness, look at those legs, making one man miss across midfield down to the 40. Too little, too late, but what a play.
Yeah, he's never going to stop fighting. He's never going to stop working and trying to win. And, you know, maybe they do fight off a shutout here in Punch and Ball, and let's see.
And here from the shotgun, from the 40, maybe the last play, the defense is through, the ball does not get off, the timing will be clicked away. And that's the first time we are saying Bill Bluefish Romanowski's number, Hammer, and they could have maybe got another playoff if they weren't looking at the nicknames.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like the clock ticked away on them there as San Francisco. You know, they just came out and they controlled the game. That's what they do. They're the better team most of the times they step on the field. Their offense is a well-oiled machine. Their defense has no leaks, has no weak spots. And it was a big kind of a statement win against another really good NFC team.
And let's take a look at those second half highlights, Hammer.
Boys, keep it up. I like the balanced attack. I like taking the shots that we're taking. It seems like we're controlling the tempo and pace of this game. Just keep on rolling.
And the watchmaker with 2 men wide, he's going to throw it. Men are covered. He throws to one of them. That's the Beau, and he will dive, and no, it'll be intercepted. Who is that? I don't know. 1st and 10.
Late window to Billy Goat Rice. I think that will just about do it for the Eagles here.
And out comes the watchmaker in a shotgun. It's that play, and yes, it's the one. He calls his own number from the 20. He has 1 blocker, 2 blocker. He makes a 1-man miss, and my goodness, Hammer, 1 more break tackle, and he was in there for the score.
I mean, they've got to. They've got to stop the clock, and they've got to get the ball back. They've got to force a turnover if they can.
And here, maybe you expected the run. He runs anyway, but he throws it, and he will find cookie dough, and that defender kind of took a step up, and the watchmaker took advantage of it, Hammer.
Yeah, he can do that to you. Roller coaster ride to watch and to commentate for as Corncob takes off here.
My goodness, look at those legs, making 1-man miss across midfield down to the 40. Too little, too late, but what a play.
Yeah.
Here we are in week 10 of the Tecmo Super Bros contest. Here, season rather, between the Washington Redskins and the Houston Oilers, both battling for their division in their respective conferences. I am Dick Region, here as always, with my friend and colleague, Taint Supper. How are you, Taint?
I am doing great today, Dick, and what an interconference matchup we have today. Could be maybe a prequel to the Super Bowl. We will find that out later. And the doctor on the kickoff.
Yeah, here two division leaders as Mitchell, that's Brian Sasquatch Mitchell, brings it out to about the 17-yard line to get the Washington Redskins underway here today.
And both these offenses, both these teams, full of weapons, and the Waffle Iron is the center of that for the Redskins, and here am I.
And here, this is Steamboat, Ricky Steamboat Sanders on the reverse, the first play from scrimmage. They're not afraid to bust that one out, Taint.
And now that one will maybe keep the defense honest for the rest of the game. What a play call from that coordinator, number one. Here we go, but oh no.
Here they attempt to run it, but they can't even get the handoff off. Eddie Robinson with the sack.
And they just had no time there, did Waffle Iron, and now they get second and long.
This Houston front seems fired up as Waffle Iron sends everyone in motion a little bit here. Drops back, has time. No! Gets pressured. And he's brought down by Ray Childress.
And my goodness, there just seemed to be a couple men open, a couple men covered, but with that type of pressure, just hard for the Waffle Iron to be able to look downfield and find that open man.
Yeah, it looked like the Oilers maybe ran some sort of stunt or a delayed blitz because he wasn't there at first, came up the gut late here. Waffle Iron with a little bit of a pocket, waits for it to collapse though, and he's brought down again. Sean Jones on the sack this time.
And my goodness, just the time that the Waffle Iron was waiting, you have to just know in the back of the head when to get that ball off, and he'll know.
Oh,
my goodness, so close.
Says Goodburn. That's Kelly Biglog. Goodburn gets away. A punt taken just about inside his 40 by Gary Doublebag Wellman. Brings it across into enemy territory for the Houston Oilers opening drive.
And a good punt under duress there for Big Log, but here we go. The Oilers at midfield. They need to take advantage, and here, look at this, he called his own number.
Yeah, Warren Maple Syrup Moon up the gut himself from this first play from scrimmage, picks up 13. He's not afraid to call his own number, Taint.
And wow, what a call from them. This coordinator came out to play as well.
He comes out in the gun here on first down, second play here. Just inside the 35, it's a direct snap to White. That's Lorenzo Care Bear White, who's still going inside the 15. Wow, what a run there by Lorenzo White.
What a scamper there for that young man. My goodness, he just had all kinds of daylight in front of him.
Beautiful vision, beautiful athleticism, and agility downfield here. Moon calls his number again. Maple Syrup picks up 4. They stay on the ground on this first drive.
And what is showing from this offense of just quick plays, quick movement to keep his D off balance.
And they don't huddle up very quickly. And here the give to Lorenzo. Gets them nowhere, but they do run a quick offense here. I think that tires the defense out, doesn't it, Taint?
And that is just the pace that Maple Syrup likes to go at when it's warm out. Sometimes when it's cold, he does move a little slower, but here he called his own number again.
Up the gut again, and only picks up 1, and oh no, he's hurt.
That's not what they want. Oh no.
Maple Syrup goes down. It doesn't look good. He's not putting any pressure on that right leg. And I mean, this is not only bad for today for the Houston Oilers, but that looks serious, and that could you know, they had a chance this season, but Cody Sourdough Carlson is going to come in as a backup. You know, they trust him. They say good things about him when they're asked as a backup, but he doesn't see the field too often. Let's see if he can get the job done here.
And it just looked like for a second there was some hesitation that the offense, even with Sourdough, would come back on. But you take the points and you just maybe tuck your tail, head over to the sideline, and hope your quarterback ain't going to be out for more than this game.
Yeah, and the way the defense has started for Houston, you think they might be able to hold these Redskins to a low amount of points as the Dr. Del Greco knocks one through for 3 and then boots it away to the Redskins.
And this entire Oilers team is now in a head-hanging somber mode. You can see it on the defense, on the sideline. My goodness, this is a dangerous time for them in this game.
And when your quarterback and your leader goes down, you know, it's a blow to morale for a team, and you can see that happening right now with the Oilers. The coaches have got to do their job to pick up their guys. Here's Waffle Iron on second down, inside his own 20, gives notes, a play fake. He waits, deliberates, and delivers, and it's incomplete.
And even though they making plays, this whole Oilers team looks like they just don't know whether or not to cry or try to clean their carburetor.
They are at a loss for words right now, but the defense holding strong, not giving Waffle Iron too much to throw at as he has a pocket here on 3rd and 7. Can he deliver a ball? No, it's swatted down at the line.
And my goodness, the character, the gumption, the gung-ho, the we are together and everyone is against us for this Oilers team. It's just amazing right now. And here I know, my goodness, what a close punt.
Another close call for Big Log there on the punt as he gets away another decent one under duress. Taken by Wellman just inside the 30, and that's where Houston will start.
And just old Doublebag there, just not able to make much of a play on the return there. And let's see what this offense does with Sourdough.
Sourdough, you know, he's not too much of a runner, so you can take that dimension out of the game for the Houston offense here. He has got a pocket, though. He's got time. Waits, delivers. He's taking a shot on his first play, looking for Collins. Can't find him.
And sometimes that's what happens. That's what you want with that backup coming in. You think he should come in and not throw, but the opposite often does happen just because you want him to get involved immediately. But here,
you want to show him you've got confidence in him here. He gives a toss out to Lorenzo White on second down for a gain of 1. Just outside their 30, they're middle of the 3rd and 8.
And old Sourdough, you expect him maybe to definitely take a hold of this one. Let's see what he can do to lead his team.
Drops back, has some time, looks, thinks, too long, sacked by Charles Mann.
And my goodness, he just waited too long, just too much time there in the backfield. He did not have the pocket for it. He did have men open, and this does not look good for the Oilers. And oh no, my goodness.
Here he just gotten away barely by Greg Mustard Bath Montgomery. Mitchell has a little bit of room, makes a move, brings it out to the 25. For Redskins.
And another close battle here on the Tecmo Super Bros. We are just 3 points away with Awful Iron taking this at the end of the quarter. Maybe he can get more.
Formation shift and a give here. Biner off the edge. Picks up 5. It's Ernest 3 ring Biner. First time he gets his hands on the ball.
And just not much room there currently for that Redskins offense. They had a great play with Steamboat, but since then, it's been tough sledding.
As Houston Oilers defense has come ready to play. Good design so far in here. Pressure up the gut ends in a sack by Eddie Robinson.
And this Oilers defense knows they need to contain and overtake and overcome and be the focal point because their quarterback is gone. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, they really have taken the pressure off their offense right now as the give and the reverse again to Steamboat. Let's see what he can do. He's got the Jets, but he's brought down from behind after gaining 9. Thought he might break that one.
Did look like he had some space, but there just was great convergence on that defense. And here we go. The Oilers and Sourdough will get the ball back with maybe time for a play or two.
Big Log sends it down. He brings it out from the goal line. What a punt. What a play. What a switch of fields here late in the second half. Let's see if they can turn that into a safety or a costly turnover here, Taint.
And it's just tough now of this Oilers offense. What do you do to keep this ball? You don't want to take a sack, but you want to take a chance.
And he runs it up the gut with Sourdough.
And what a play, what a call there from Sourdough.
It's a good, safe call. Here, they're going to have to pick another one with 3 seconds left. They've got to take a chance. They're probably going to see the same play again.
I would guess.
They come out with a split back, though. I don't believe was that what the last play was in? Yeah, it sure was. No, up the gut. They go with X. He's brought down. Must have been outside the goal line because there's no safety on the board, Taint. A little bit of drama there at the end of the first half. 3-2 would have been it, or
5. It would have been 5.
I was scoring.
It would have been 5-0.
No, it would have been a safety for me.
Oh, it would have been 3-2.
Would have been 2-3.
That would have been
for Redskins, not me.
Should have had a replay on that one, but we was very confused.
Well, there wasn't enough. They didn't really.
And look at all these stats.
I don't think I have
we
a
have
replay. I don't think I have.
A couple.
I don't think Kevin took one. I don't think there's one. There's one.
There is one. And let's see that replay.
Second on first down, second play here. Just inside the 35. It's a direct snap to White. That's Lorenzo Care Bear White, who's still going inside the 15. Wow, what a run there by Lorenzo White. Fairly uneventful first half there, Taint, between the Houston Oilers and the Washington Redskins, besides that injury to Warren Maple Syrup Moon. Let's see how these two teams come out in the second half.
Fairly uneventful is an understatement there, Dick. I've watched Gators in a log and had more fun.
Well, Gators can be pretty exciting creatures. I do know that they will sit there by a log and for hours and hours on end waiting for the prey, and I know you'll sit there and watch them because you're just a fan of Gators, Taint, and that's why I like you. And here are the Oilers taking over from their 20-yard line here. Carlson gets his second chance with the ball.
Well, Dick, you were just far too kind, and here we go. This defense has jumped the snap, and oh no, Sourdough taking a hit, and they just cannot afford to lose another quarterback.
Kurt Gouveia.
Why would you pick that play?
Kurt Gouveia laying the lumber there on Sourdough. Did they run it again? Was that a designed run?
No, it was a pass, and I do not know why the defense would be keying off so good, but kudos on to that defense coordinator, and here we go. Let's go Oilers.
Sourdough drops back again and taking a shot deep again, looking for Slaughter, and overthrows him by quite a bit.
Hey, this young man just is out there throwing apples and not footballs, and with apples they are lighter and go farther, and he just out here slinging them.
Here he's under center. He tosses the third and long run to Lorenzo White. Can he pick it up? No. Picks up 11. They needed 18. And now they need a good punt.
And I don't know. I mean, I guess you could think he could get there because he almost did, but without trying to throw the ball. And here the doctor just is such a short punt. Not the doctor, I mean Mustard Bath. Such a short punt. This just couple plays been terrible for the Oilers.
Yeah, it's a disappointing punt there for the Mustard Bath. I would have liked to swap field position there, but he may have opened the door for the Washington Redskins.
Well, your kind of mistake there is just because you still thinking about that yesterday, Dick, when we was out on the golf course and you had a disappointing putt there yourself.
Listen, Taint.
No, in here.
Waffle iron. Is that who that was? No, three-ring binder.
Three-ring.
Three-ring binder down. Didn't look good.
Looks bad, my goodness.
Didn't look good, and who are they going to go with?
You gotta figure
They've
maybe
got
they
Brian
look at Sasquatch.
Middle. They've also got, of course, Ricky Irvin's at running back. And they could bring on Robert Green. He's got 75 speed. So Irwin 69 and Sasquatch 63. Looks like it's going to be Green. I think that we used that one recently. Robert Green. We've got Robert. What about, can I do this one?
Yeah.
Robert,
Yes.
Robert Gummy Bear Green.
We should write both of these down before the game is over, I believe.
We'll see. See what Kevin does.
Well,
Gummy Bear Green coming into the game off the bench. Let's see if he gets incorporated into the offense right away. Waffle Iron gives to him. Yeah, he's going to be hit right away. That's a way to get you started into a game.
and that will wake you up and clean out the sinuses. The bats get out of the belfry. My goodness, what a hit.
Yeah, he took a shot there from a couple guys. Waffle Iron under pressure, getting grappled with. Can he break it? Doesn't matter. Oiler reinforcements show up. Eddie Robinson's going to get credit.
And that's his second there, Dick. Fortunately there for Waffle Iron, he did not get hurt because he took a shot.
Yeah, Eddie Robinson was in his face quick, holding on to him. Then a couple guys showed up and got some shots in as Big Log, Goodburn sends away another good punt. But it's going to be a touchback. He just got a little bit too much of it.
And Double Bag will not take it out. That is probably the good decision. Here we go. Sourdough. Can you do anything? This offense needs to move the ball.
Yeah, they really do need to get something going here, although their defense has them in position to win this game right now. Sourdough taking a shot for Slaughter again. Does he hit him this time? No.
And my goodness, he can throw the deep ball, but each time it's a bit too far. But they do look pretty, and they got great spirals on them there, Dick.
It's a good-looking ball in the air. It's just a little bit overthrown so far. You got to imagine he's a little bit amped up. Got the adrenaline pumping. It's his first regular season time on the field here. He's got time again. Running back picks up the blitz as he finds Jeffries. That's Caesar Salad. Haywood Caesar Salad Jeffries for the first down.
And that was the first time that he checked it down to an open man, and maybe that's all he needs to do is throw it where a man is standing, not where he is going.
Yeah, he took the safer route on that throw as opposed to just heaving the go route downfield. He's under center here, drops back, has some time, good pocket, steps up in it, tucks it, and runs. He heard me say he doesn't have the speed earlier. He's proving me wrong. Oh, no! Oh, no, a big-time fumble. Who's going to get there?
My goodness!
The Oilers jump on it first. Wow.
And what a fortunate recovery for them, for the team. My goodness, Matthews, the lineman, in the right place at the right time. Whew.
Wow, lucky for Sourdough there after the beautiful run downfield. He's taking a shot in the end zone. No.
And he just has no fear throwing the ball. Even running the ball, he is just careless.
I think you like to see that as the offensive coordinator, right? You're just fearless. I mean, you don't want him to be careless or reckless with the ball, but he doesn't seem scared, and that's a good thing. Here he's in the gun. He's got 4 wide, and it's a direct snap to Lorenzo White. Picks up 4.
And here we go. This offense, even without maple syrup, they are somehow being effective with sourdough, even though those are not interchangeable. But from the 20 with the lead.
Big 3rd down and 5 here for the Oilers and for this Washington Redskins defense. He finds the open man, Jeffries, but he overthrows him just a little bit. Big time incompletion there.
And my goodness, it looked like he had him early, he had him late, he just could not hit him with sourdough, and this kick will go in. Oh no, my goodness.
Just off the inside of the uprights. Al, the Dr. Del Greco squeezes it in and now kicks it away with a 6-point lead here early in the 4th quarter. As Mitchell makes the first man miss, is brought down just outside his 20.
And even those are 2 field goals, 1 touchdown will overtake it, so there still is a great opportunity over here for Wolfwine.
Yeah, he comes out with an opportunity to win this game still with a touchdown and an extra point. Can he orchestrate a drive against this Oiler defense that has had their number all day?
And here he goes. He has time. He has blocking.
Here he takes a shot for Steamboat downfield, and it's swatted away by the defensive back. Threw that ball into triple coverage.
And it looked like it could still be caught, but what a play from that defender to get up in the air before anyone else.
Yeah, he showed his athleticism there. His speed to keep up with Steamboat was impressive, and then the turn and jump and swat it away. Here, Green up the middle, gets his hands on the ball for the second time. Picks up 9. Never did jot his name down, it looks like, Kevin.
And it just
Robert.
barely got a little bit before the first down. Is Gummy Bear. He did not make it across, but it is 3rd and 1. You would expect them to get it.
You expect them to maybe go to the ground here, but no, to the air. Waffle Iron has been wide open downfield. Does he make the right pick? He does. It's McGee. 30, 25, 20, 15. One man to beat. Doesn't beat him. Brought down just inside the 15.
My goodness, that is Freddie Daywalker McGee.
Tim
Daywalker McGee. And that is just poor writing on Kevin's behalf, but here we go. Redskins in striking distance. This is huge for them to get in the end zone.
And just like that, they're within scoring territory. Haven't sniffed this part of the field in a long time. He's got all day, throws into coverage, falls incomplete.
And that is not what you want to see in the coverage if you are the fans. There was a gasp from the crowd because it went into double man coverage, but here we go, Waffle Iron, and here they try it, but they do not get the reverse to the Steamboat. My goodness.
And Waffle Iron will make you hold your breath with his decision making, and there, the defense all over that reverse this time as they tried to go to Steamboat again. They said, no more of that.
And now this is 3rd and long, and here, what do you think has happened if they don't get it? But they do it again. He has some space, but not enough. And you got to think the kicking team's coming out.
I think it's too late in the game for them to send the kicking team out. Taint, they've got to score 7 to win this one. Unless they think they can get the ball back, they've got to pick up this first down.
So the game is in Waffle Iron's hands right here on this play, potentially. My goodness.
Empty backfield, people open downfield. Does he make the right decision? No, he holds on to it until he gets sacked. Sean Jones is going to seemingly end this game and give the Oilers a 6-0 win there if they can hold on and run this clock out.
And it looked like Waffle Iron had time, had a man. But someone tell Mama to put a candle in the window, because I think this one's done.
It seems that way. This Houston Oilers defense, what a performance. They showed up. They held the Redskins to 0 points. They're going to be the 3rd shutout of this Tecmo Super Bros week. Taint, how about that?
What a gritty performance from Sourdough, and there he gets the first down with his own number. My goodness. This Oilers team, this Oilers gumption, losing their leader in maple syrup and still winning 6-0. This is a team that go far, but they're going to need maple syrup to come back.
It really is a gutsy win, and they just hope that the X-Rays come back with good news for maple syrup, because they are a team that could go. They are a team that has Super Bowl aspirations this season, and Sourdough, he's a good backup, as we've seen today. He can lead the troops, but he's no maple syrup as this game ends. Houston 6, Washington 0.
And that is a stat line rarely seen. 2 field goals, and that is it. Both from the same team. We got 6-0 with the Oilers. And old Sourdough, after he came in, was able to find a couple receivers and get in a couple positions, and just the defense carried him. That's what it was. This Oilers defense came out here and said, we have to win this game after maple syrup went down. Let's take a look at those second half highlights. I'm gonna piss.
Pumping. It's his first regular season time on the field here. He's got time again. Running back picks up the blitz as he finds Jeffries. That's Caesar Salad. Haywood, Caesar Salad, Jeffries for the first down.
And that was the...
Yeah, he took the safer route on that throw as opposed to just heaving the go route downfield. Under center here, drops back, has some time, good pocket, steps up in it, tucks it, and runs. He heard me say he doesn't have the speed earlier. He's proving me wrong. Oh no! Oh no, a big time fumble. Who's gonna get there?
My goodness!
The Oilers jump on it first. Wow. Maybe go to the ground here, but no, to the air. Waffle Iron has been wide open downfield. Does he make the right pick? He does. It's McGee. 30, 25, 20, 15. One man to beat. Doesn't beat him. Brought down just inside the 15.
I hit it. I got the button. I'm not writing them down. Wait, what? What? No, I didn't hear you first time. For a second, not actually. The Hunter.
Jim the Hunter Harbaugh.
Man, there were no highlights in that game.
That game fucking
It was
stunk,
6, dog.
dude. It
6.
stunk. I thought it was 4.
No, I mean, no, 6-0.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Whoops-a-daisy. And here we go, Hammer. Regular season Tecmo Super Bros. Week 10. An NFC Central battle for control. The Chicago Bears heading off against the Detroit Lions. I'm Steve Wingels, as always, here with my partner, Beau Hammerton. What kind of a game do you see today, Hammer?
I see your typical NFC North war happening today. Just a physical battle, a clash of barbarians here. I expect these fellas to be hurting at the end of this one, but I expect a good contest, Wingo.
And that's Mel Tollbooth Gray who takes the touchback in the end zone. Ronnie Busboy Pete will lead out the Lions, and here we go to the Sultan down at the bottom side, and on the first play he fumbles, but it will go out of bounds. My goodness, how fortunate, Hammer.
How fortunate indeed. You don't want to be coughing the ball up early like that and giving a team momentum, especially when it's a divisional, emotional battle like this one is. Sultan, lucky on that one.
And here's the bus boy dropping back, no pitches to the Sultan. He will have some room, and he will be able to make one man miss, but not the second layer, but a quick first down, Hammer.
He is just so dangerous, Wingo. I mean, when he gets to the second level, you're lucky to get your hands on him. He's so shifty, so fast. let's see if the Bears can slow him down today.
And this time, the busboy drops back the throw, but he will be quickly under pressure from that Bears defense, and the lineman will get to him for a quick sack.
Yeah, Steve McMichael is one of the stronger guys in the league. I've seen him do some pretty impressive things there. He shoved that lineman backwards, threw him down, went and brought down Busboy. What a play.
And here from under center, the pitch to the Sultan. He has some blocking behind him, in front of him, beside him. He will get 10 across the 50 and be taken down for about a 20-yard gain. 30-yard gain, Hammer.
Wow, Wingo, this guy. What a run. What a scamper. He gets outside. He's so fast. Expect more of that today.
And there is just no answer from this Bears defense so far. This time, the busboy drops back. He finds Perryman downfield, but that will fall incomplete. Puddin' Pop just gonna make the catch on that one, Hammer.
Yeah, Busboy put a little bit too much on it, and I wish we had a replay of that one. I'd like to show you that the Sultan not only runs the ball, but he'll pass block for you. He stood in there and took a shot for Busboy, gave him time.
And here the busboy with no time, under pressure, but fighting it off, somehow breaks several tackles, but not enough, and it'll be sacked, and the punt team will come. No, 3rd and long for the Lions.
Just 3rd down yet, Wingo, but I mean, how about that strength there by the busboy to shake off 2 or 3 tacklers before inevitably Trace Armstrong brings it down.
My goodness, it looked like there were several times he was down, but this time the defense get him. Several men converge. Joe Kane will get credit. He was able, and here we go. Punting for the Lions is going to be Jim Soft Serve Arnold, Hammer.
If you want to get down, go on. Take a round, Joe Kane. What a play by Joe Kane to make the sack there on 3rd down, and here, almost blocked.
And that sounds like a defensive lineman song for sure, Hammer, which I'm sure you have many examples of playing on the line yourself.
I tell you what, when you and the defensive line, when you and the boys are all hanging out, especially in the off season, you know, you get to drinking, you know, having a few big boy sodas. You get to singing lineman songs. It's just the memories that you cherish the most from the league.
And here, Jim the Hunter Harbaugh with the ball for the first time will be quickly under pressure and take a sack from most of that Detroit line there, Hammer.
Yeah, the Hunter became the hunted there. That Detroit Lions front 7 was hungry, and they were all in the backfield.
And this Bears offense is under duress like their defense was for a stretch. The Hunter comes out in the shotgun. The defense is ready. He does not get the ball off, and they will be at the 2-yard line. That's Chris Spellbinder Spielman with the sack there, Hammer.
Yeah, the captain of this defense, the centerpiece of it, Chris Spellbinder Spielman, up the gut for the sack. They've got them backed all the way up to almost their goal line.
And what do you do here as a offense, Hammer? Do you run the ball? Do you pass the ball? You just need to make yardage to get the punt away, I think.
It's not a situation you want to be in. You definitely want to give yourself some space. Here the Hunter delivers downfield.
Oh, and my goodness, just outstretched of the open man. It looked like they actually almost converted on that 1st down. But they won't, and here we go. Here comes the punt from Chris Angel Hair Gardaki.
Yeah, it looked like there was a broken coverage there, so the offensive coordinator is going to be upset that they didn't score. The defensive coordinator is going to be upset that there was broken coverage.
And Angel Hair does not get this one across midfield. My goodness, that is a terrible punt.
Yeah, no field position change on that one. Punter goes out, doesn't quite do his job as well as you'd like him to there, and maybe the Lions can take advantage of that.
And starting at just inside the 30-yard line is the busboy in the Lions offense, and they have 4 men wide. A handoff, no. Busboy calls his own number, and he will run for 4 yards across the top, and we will end the quarter 0-0, Hammer. And what a repeating event we've had today in Tecmo Super Bowls with this 0-0 score.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible that with the lack of first half points that we've seen in these games, I'm not sure what it is. I mean, sometimes we got barn burners, but this week, hey, the defense is just it's taking the teams a while to figure it out. And here,
Well, with week 10, things get tighter, things get closer for the playoff push, and this one falls incomplete from the busboy. 3rd and 5 from the 23-yard line. And this goes from maybe a long field goal to a good play, and here they get through, but no, somehow Sultan makes it through the line. First down, Hammer.
Wow, Wingo, the Sultan. Looked like that play was blown up. Looked like he had nowhere to go. Looked like the Bears were in the backfield. But he does a little shimmy shake and shift in his weight. Makes a guy miss, picks up big yardage.
Busboy pitches to the Sultan on the top, who cuts back into the middle. My goodness, what a touchdown, what a run. Lions.
Barry the Sultan Sanders is one of the most electrifying players this league has ever seen. What an incredible cut that was to get back to the inside, and he's been the main part of this Lions offense so much, and he's given us our first half points of the week.
Well, there was a field goal last game. It was 3-0 at half, but this is our first half touchdown, and the Sultan has been taking control, and that is Wolford, who, leader of the pack, who is one of the greatest plays in history that might not be recorded somewhere, but I wish it was.
I believe that the tapes from that game were lost in a tragic event that happened.
It was a tragic hairspray fire.
No, I don't think we were disclosed.
Oh, who knows what happened to those tapes?
Yeah, no one's sure.
They could be anywhere.
Public information, I don't think.
Oh, my. And here, Jim the Hunter Harbaugh comes out on 2nd and 7. 2 men back, 2 men under center, and here he has time. He has a pocket. He throws downfield. Who is that? That's Tom Voldemort. He will not make the pass. My goodness, Hammer, that was a chance to get back in this game.
Yeah, there's been a couple times now that the Hunter has just barely overthrown the outstretched hand of his target, and could have been a couple big plays for the Bears.
And here's the Hunter, and the defense gets through, and they will get to him for a 9-yard loss, and this offense is just off kilter right now, Hammer.
Yeah, they need to connect on one of these big plays because they've had the opportunities there, but when they don't, the Lions seem to take advantage of the opportunity.
And Angel Hair gets this one off quickly. He will run into the defenders, and his other defenders will get down there. This is Toll Booth, who will make 1 man miss, 2 men miss, and he will get a 17-yard return, and that's really good for a punt, Hammer.
Tell you what, this is a tough running team. And Busboy was tough to bring down. Toll Booth tough to bring down there. This Detroit team does not lack toughness.
And Busboy, 2 men strong to the top, dropping back, has no time, but somehow gets it off. And that's a diving Willie Chicken Waffles Green, who will not be able to make the catch. 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a beautiful try by Chicken and Waffles there. That was a tough play to make. Busboy led him a little bit too far, but each team taking some shots in the passing game.
And here we go, 2nd down for the Busboy. He will give it to the Sultan on the pitch, who will get 2 yards. A small gain, but really maybe not enough to help Hammer.
Yeah, the defense had him bottled up for the first time there, the Bears. It looked like they kind of umbrellaed out there in that second tier and just said, we're gonna swarm to you, and that's what they did.
And Busboy without time, but steps up, he finds a man, and somehow that is Joe Kane. What an interception from that young man, just stepping in front of the offensive player, Hammer.
Look at the versatility of
Joe
Kane there. I mean, he can beat you on the pass rush. He can drop back and make an interception there. Just what a player.
And that is the first time I think we've seen Neil take me to the moon. Anderson touch the ball, Hammer, and he will gain no yardage.
Yeah, they're trying to go back to that run game there. They don't want to abandon it quite yet here, as they're across midfield to start this drive.
You try to keep the defense honest, but here on the post, that is Keith ATM Jennings on the catch.
Wow, what a throw there. What a diving play. That's the first time that we've seen a diving catch made by one of these receivers. Beautiful play.
What a throw there from the Hunter, and he is under center this time. 2 men back. Here comes the defense. He almost gets the throw off, but no, for a 9-yard sack. And that will end the quarter.
Wow. Wow, Wingo really looked like the Chicago Bears were going to strike there. We're going to tie this game up, and the defense of the Detroit Lions just held strong. They got the job done. And behind the rushing game of the Sultan, they're just going to rely on that for the rest of the game, it seems. They're going to need to, because that's all they've got going for them. Their strong defensive play.
And there's not many, but let's take a look at those first half highlights. Comes the punt from Chris Angel Hair Gardaki.
Yeah, it looked like there was a broken coverage there, so the offensive coordinator is going to be upset that they didn't score. The defensive coordinator is going to be upset that there was broken coverage.
And Angel Hair does not get this one across midfield. My goodness, that is a terrible punt. Play 3rd and 5 from the 23-yard line. And this goes from maybe a long field goal to a good play. And here they get through, but no, somehow Sultan makes it through the line. First down, Hammer.
Wow. Looked like the Bears were in the backfield, but he does a little shimmy shake and shift in his weight. Makes a guy miss, picks up big yardage.
Busboy pitches to the Sultan on the top, who cuts back into the middle. My goodness, what a touchdown, what a run. Lions.
Play.
What a throw there from the Hunter, and he is under center this time. 2 men back. Here comes the defense. He almost gets the throw off, but no, for a 9-yard sack. And that will end the quarter.
Wow.
And here we go, Hammer, heading into the second half. What?
You only got one. Bears only got one.
No completions on the Detroit Lions. 1 completion on the Chicago Bears. My goodness, 6 runs for 72 is the Sultan. He could take over here in the second half, Hammer. How do you adjust as the Bears?
I don't really know how you adjust to defending the Sultan. He's one of a kind. He's just a playmaker. He's just going to give defenses fits until he's done playing this game. I mean, you just work hard, have discipline in your assignments, and if you get your hands on them, you gotta bring them down.
And that's Darnell, leader of the pack. Wolford with a good return out to the 40, where the Hunter will take over. He hands off to Take Me to the Moon, who has some space. Makes 1 man miss at the midfield. He's in the 40s at the 30, and he'll be taken down. What a run, my goodness, Hammer.
Wow, what a move there by Take Me to the Moon, doing his best impression of the guy standing over there on the other sideline, Barry Sanders. Did you see the shoulder shake that he put on that defensive back? Wow.
I did, Hammer, and as they would say, someone got juked out of their jock, and here's the Hunter dropping back with time. He has a man on the bottom. He'll not throw it to him, but he will find Take Me to the Moon. What a catch there, Hammer.
And the Hunter spins it into a tight window there. This Bears offense went to the drawing board and figured out a new plan when they came out of this second half, because they are moving.
And here the Bears are threatening the Hunter at the 12. He pitches it. That's Take Me to the Moon. He cuts back. What a cutback. My goodness, Hammer. Across the field. Wow.
Holy cow. Wingo, I mean, looks like the game plan changed to give the ball to Neil Take the Moon Anderson. I think he had 2, maybe 3 runs and a reception there on that drive. He was really the main component. What a wow.
And here we go. First drive, first set here for the Bears. It is 7-7, brand new ball game. Kicking off to Tollbooth, who will take it at the 7. He's at the 20. He has a little bit of room, zigs and zags, and he will be quickly tackled. But my goodness, Hammer, maybe take us through that run. See what this young man is seeing, because, wow.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears, they come out, they give it to him 3 times on the ground this drive. Here's the play. They go off tackle a little bit to the right, but let's see what he does. What's what Take Me to the Moon does here? It's a toss. No. He sees it. He sees a lane up the middle, the cutback lane. The vision by that guy is incredible. Because, I mean, that play's designed to go around the outside. That's an audible. That is a mid-play audible, a little detour. And, you've got to be really skilled back to be able to do something like that.
And what a run from that young man. Let's see if Sultan says anything you can do, I can do better. But no, the defense keys on the snap there, Hammer. It'll be a short loss.
Yeah, that's one of the go-to plays there for this Detroit Lions offense. They haven't gone to it much because they know the defense knows they like it, and the Bears were all over it.
And you hear the bus boy dropping back. He has time. He finds Puddin' Pop, but that's not enough. It's 3rd and 7. Here we go, Lions, Hammer.
Yeah, Lions need this one if they want to keep the momentum from swinging all the way to the Bears here in this early second half. But here,
bus boy to the Sultan. He has room. He's able to make 2 men miss. He's across midfield, and my goodness, Hammer, the shiftiness of that young man without moving much. He can make men miss. My goodness.
That's incredible, and I think that put him very near to the 100-yard mark here. Most of the way through this 3rd quarter here. Wow.
And the Sultan, this time, he's in the pocket, but no, he steps up, he calls his own number, he takes off, and he will get an 8-yard gain, 2nd and short.
Bus boy shows a little bit of his vision there and his willingness to run the ball as he saw a hole and dipped out of the pocket and picked up 8.
What a dynamic offense we've seen, but this time the defense jumps the pitch and the Sultan will be taken behind the line, but still just a short 3rd and 2, Hammer.
It's 3rd and manageable here in the way they've been moving the ball on the ground. I like their chances. Let's see what they dial up here.
And with 4 wide, the busboy calls his own number. He makes 1 man miss on the sweep, and he will get a quick 6 or 8 yard gain for the 1st down.
Looked like they were maybe going to get a shot at him there in the backfield. Didn't work out. He slipped away, picks up a big 8 yards and moves the chains.
And this Lions offense is moving the ball well. Here we have everyone covered. He throws it into the end zone, and that will fall incomplete, Hammer.
He tries to go back shoulder down there. I think he was looking for cheddar and waffle or chicken and waffles green again. Just missed him.
Unable to hit him there. We go from about the 29-yard line. Tied game. Probably the last play of the 2nd quarter. The Sultan gets it on the pitch, and the defense will jump that one. It'll be 3rd and long headed into the 4th, Hammer.
Yeah, we're all over that play. Detroit, though, I don't know.
They've been moving the ball. Bus boy has been selecting well. 3rd and 13 for them. He comes out under center, 3 men to the bottom, but the defense jump it, and they will get him at the 40. And not only does that end the drive, Hammer probably takes them out of field goal range.
Yeah, 2 huge plays there to bump these guys. Likely out of field goal range. They're sitting right at about the 40. I don't know if their kicker has the leg for it. They've got Jason Mousetrap Hansen back there.
Do you maybe come out and just heave this one at the end zone, Hammer?
I don't think you do that. Well, because you don't know that they're going to throw it that far. Punting and you're tight. You're going to give them the ball at the 20, but that's better than giving them the ball at the current location if you miss this field goal. But what if your guy has the leg? I don't think they have anyone in your program to have the leg to hit a 57.
You could give it a try, Hammer. I don't know what the right call is, but there is some. I do not.
I think you know what the wrong call is, and I think it's kicking a field goal. I think I've got.
I don't know exactly where you are because of how the arrow works, but I would say this is at the limit of what could be makeable.
He hits it on the road. He has piped it.
And here, Mousetrap misses to the side, but did it? That could be short. It's always the same animation. So no one knows And here we go. The ball's in the hands of the Hunter and the Chicago Bears offense, Hammer. Is this an opportunity maybe to just take one for the team?
Yeah, I mean, I still think they've got the momentum after the way they came out and moved it. They're brought down. Looked like he had a little bit more room to the outside, but Bears could make a statement here on this drive.
And here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Hunter. He comes out in the shotgun, 4-man wide. 2 split out to either side, 1 back, and he has time. He has man open, Hammer, and he will throw it to a leaping Wendell. Hairdresser Davis, and god damn it, Kevin, write bigger letters and make them make sense.
I mean, who can read that?
Who can read that? Who can read that? The S's are different sizes. The I and the R look the same, Kevin. My goodness, what is the matter with you?
If you're going to write that, Snow, leave a magnifying glass around. For Pete's sake, Kevin.
And here, the Hunter dropping back has time.
Oh,
no,
he took a
doesn't.
shot.
A quick sack. My goodness, what a play there from Pat Swillinghammer. Oof.
What a shot Pat Swilling put on the Hunter right there. I'm surprised the Hunter got up quick. That shows a lot of toughness there because, my goodness.
And that's a double, my goodness, from you, Hammer. My goodness. And here, the Hunter hands off. No, it's a play fake. He has time. He steps up into the defender that was 3 feet away instead of throwing. And that is Pat Swilling again. 2 plays in a row, Hammer.
Yeah, big play Pat, they call him. Pat Swilling coming up big in the 4th quarter here. Pushing the Bears outside of field goal range as they're coming up with this 3rd and 24.
And we are under 3 to play. The game is tied, 44-yard line of their opponent. Here comes the play from the Hunter. He has time. He finds the hairdresser who will catch it at the 19 for a 1st down. My goodness, Hammer.
The hairdresser, just when his team needs him most late in this game, comes up big. What a throw. What a catch. Here the Bears go.
1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's the handoff to take me to the moon. The defense keys on it, and that will be a quick loss. And here we go, Hammer. They just going to get pushed out of field goal range.
It'll be interesting to see if they go to the air and risk stopping the clock. You know, they want to put the hammer on or nail in the coffin, or do they stick to the ground and trust that field goal game? Here they go to the air.
And here the defense gets through, but somehow the Hunter gets the ball off to a diving hairdresser who makes the catch at the 4-yard line. Wow.
I could have sworn that fell into the hands of the defender, but no. Wendell Hairdresser Davis gets in there, makes the play. What a strong catch by the hairdresser.
And like a deer on the platter in King Henry's England, the victory is on the table for the Bears if they can just hold the ball and either put it in or kick a field goal, Hammer.
Well, I could go for some jerky now, Taint, tell you what. Or Wingo, sorry. Here Wingo.
Well, I know you and Taint from our other broadcast bros.
Have you ever had this gator jerky?
Do share Gator Jerky and do share in the box subscriptions. And here, Take Me to the Moon, make some yardage, but does not get through, and the clock will continue to tick away. 3rd and 1. My goodness, Hammer.
First time he came and told me about Gator Jerky, I said, Taint, enough with the Gator stuff. I get it, bud. Dick puts up with it, but I'm not a Gator guy, Taint. Then he handed me a piece. Wow, is Gator Jerky good? And oh wow, what a play here to keep him out of the end zone on 3rd down.
And here, Take Me to the Moon took it to the top, but he was taken down, and with 27 ticks remaining, 7-7, the field goal unit will come on. And this is K Bears, who doesn't have a nickname, doesn't have a person, because it is a robot. And he will kick it, and it will go through the uprights, even though it looked quite a wide, Hammer.
Looked like he pulled that ball, but it swung back in between the uprights. Big time kick there on a sharp angle from the Bears kicker. And here, Tolbooth, what can he do?
And from the 5, Tolbooth takes it, makes a man miss at the 15 and the 20, makes another man miss at the 32, and there will get 1 play remaining for the Lions. And I just don't think they have it in them, Hammer.
No, it's a little bit too far, a little bit too much ground to make up. Tough to do it, especially when the Bears defender in your face gets it off. It's picked.
And Domino, leader of the pack, Wolford will end the game with the interception. What a week 9 and 10 we've had here in Tecmo Super Bros. They've been battling, they've been tight. This one is literally the highest scoring combined for each team, sort of, Hammer, when you think about it.
Well,
but what a game!
It's just the only game that wasn't a shutout, but I get what you're saying there, Wingo. I mean, I'm just surprised that the Lions kind of abandoned that run game. 7 carries for 72 yards in the first half for the Salt, and only 2 carries in the second half. And Neil Take Me to the Moon Anderson, big time second half for the Bears as they push through. And they take the lead in the NFC North now.
And let's take a look at those second half highlights. Return out to the 40, where the Hunter will take over. He hands off to Take Me to the Moon, who has some space. Makes one man miss at the midfield. He's in the 40s at the 30, and he'll be taken down. What a run, my goodness, Hammer.
Wow. Into a tight window there. This Bears offense went to the drawing board and figured out a new plan when they came out of this second half, because they are moving.
And here the Bears are threatening the Hunter at the 12. He pitches it. That's Take Me to the Moon. He cuts back. What a cutback. My goodness, Hammer. Across the field. Wow.
Holy cow.
It's 3rd and 7. Here we go, Lions, Hammer.
Yeah, Lions need this one if they want to keep the momentum from swinging all the way to the Bears here in this early second half. But here,
West Boy to the Sultan. He has room. He's able to make 2 men miss. He's across midfield, and my goodness, Hammer, the shiftiness.
Put the hammer on or nail in the coffin, or do they stick to the ground and trust that field goal game? Here they go to the air.
And here the defense gets through, but somehow the Hunter gets the ball off to a diving hairdresser who makes the catch at the 4-yard line. Wow. Remaining 7-7, the field goal unit will come on, and this is K Bears, who doesn't have a nickname, doesn't have a person, because it is a robot. And he will kick it, and it will go through the uprights, even though it looked quite a wide, Hammer.
Looked like he pulled that ball, but it swung back in between the uprights.